soccer game between Franklin Academy Malone and the Westport Eagles from Westport. This is a Lady Cougars tournament. Malone gets a draw. Goppert tries to cross to the left side to Carrie Weber. Ball is broken up by number 5 Becky Holhauser of Westport. Malone's Tara Fleury with a throw-in into Weber. Weber drops it back to Fleury. Fleury tries to control it, goes off her out of bounds. Westport throw-in, controlled by, knocked out of bounds by Franklin Academy. Westport with a throw-in again. Ball's across midfield. Christy Payne comes up the field with the ball, drops it to Goppert. Goppert left side to Tara Fleury. Fleury crosses left to Carrie Weber. Weber crosses back to the middle to number 5 Amanda Cartier. Cartier with the ball back to Stephanie Andrews. Andrews crosses the right side to Kim Sherman. Sherman tries to control it, gets it up the right side to Kelly Westcott. Westcott streaks up the right side, controls it, right foot, battling with number 18 Brandy Gough of Westport. Ashley Cromp, the fullback, controls the ball, keeps it in, takes her left foot, crosses it back to Christy Payne. Christy Payne with it up to Kelly Westcott, halfback. Westcott crosses midfield to Steph Andrews. Andrews back over to the right side to number 15 Ashley Cromp. Cromp to the right to Kelly Westcott, back to Cromp. Cromp with a nice pass up the middle to Amber Goppert. Goppert streaking in toward the goal. Shot on goal is good. Malone leads 1-0. Goal by Goppert. Assist Ashley Cromp, 15. Dash action. Westport will get the opening tap here after a Amber Goppert goal, but we'll have a re-kick. Lacey Hudgens, number 13 from Westport, gets the ball over number 4, Chris Conley. Conley tried to get the ball to the left side. We had a collision between Carrie Weber and number 17, Brittany Hayner of Westport. Malone with the ball in their end with Amber Goppert with it, trying to control the ball, loses it to the Westport Becky Holhauser. Megan Flaherty from Malone, fullback, comes up and keeps it in. Carrie Weber tries to cut across the middle. Nice play by the Westport players. Steph Andrews with the ball, across midfield, tries to get it back. She kicks it back to Ashley Cromp, number 15. Cromp controls it, gets it over to Christy Payne. Payne can't control the left foot. Megan Flaherty to the right side, over to Kelly Westcott to the right. We have a pushing on number 14. I believe that's Katie Spalding of Westport. Yes, it is. So Steph Andrews will take the kickoff, gets the ball up the field to the ball's creams off number 18, Brandy Gough. There's a long shot by Goppert that hit the goal post on the top. Kelly Westcott controls it, gets it back to Steph Andrews. Andrews up to Amanda Cartier. Cartier kicks it into the middle. Carrie Weber with a shot that's wide left. It'll be Westport ball. Okay, we have a goal kick from the Westport goalie, Hannah Reynolds, which was a nice kick almost to midfield. Malone will inbounds it. Megan Flaherty on the far left side to Carrie Weber. Weber the head ball to Goppert. Goppert with the ball control on the left side, tries to get it up to Carrie Weber, but the ball is out of bounds on Westport. Megan Flaherty will inbounds the ball again. Tara Fleury on the left side, going up the left side, controls it, tries to get it back, but the ball was, I believe the ball went out of bounds first on a Malone player. Westport controls it with a throw-in. Carrie Weber of Malone knocks the ball out of bounds. Westport with a throw-in on the far side. Malone in control of the game here early. Ball comes up the left side. Carrie Weber with it, trying to dig it out of the corner, being played by number 9 of Westport, Marie Mitchell. So Westport will have a goal kick. Reynolds, the goalie, kicks it in. The midfield, Christy Payne has the ball and comes right side with it. Tries to cross it across to Ashley Cromp. Ball is broken up by number 13, Lacey Hudgens. Hudgens with the ball, stopped at midfield by Tara Fleury. Fleury up, goes left side to Carrie Weber, broken up by the Westport team. Carrie Weber on the far side with the ball, trying to get it in to Megan Flaherty. Flaherty misses it, and the ball is kicked out of bounds by Christy Payne. Brittany Hayner on the far side throwing the ball in. Ball's controlled by number 5. I believe that's Becky Hullhauser, and she kicks it out of bounds. It'll be Malone ball on the far side. Tara Fleury will inbounds. Have a throw in. She throws the ball in, tries to get it to Steph Andrews. Nice head ball by Chris Conley, number 4. Conley with the ball trying to control it. Ball broken up by Amanda Cartier. Cartier gets the ball up the field to Carrie Weber, but I believe that ball is going to go out of bounds off Weber. Ball is kicked in the Malone zone. Goppert with a streak toward the goal. Ball was going to be played by the goalie, but for some reason number 20 for Westport, Emma Gibbs, attempted to kick the ball and went off the goalie herself, but Kelly Westcott misses a head ball. Ashley Crump with a head ball. Steph Andrews with a head ball. Hullhauser tries to control it. Andrews gets it, kicks it up the midfield. Amanda Cartier with the ball, gets it out. And here comes Westport down the field. Number 13 for Westport with a ball. And that was Lacey Hudkins. Westport with their first chance inside the Malone area to Kelly Westcott. Westcott up the field to Ashley Crump. Ashley Crump comes right side, gets the ball up to Kim Sherman. Nice head ball almost up here in the tower. Ball thrown by Kelly Westcott here in front of us. Ball being tried to be controlled by Kim Sherman. Sherman goes down. Christy Payne with the ball tries to get it up to number 5, Amanda Cartier, who ran by it. Cartier takes the ball and tries to cross it, but the ball is kicked up the field by Westport and out of bounds. Malone has a throw in on the far side. Jen Santamore gets it in off Jen Rockhill. Santamore with the ball, kicks it to midfield, tries to get it to Goppert. But Hullhauser from Westport doing a nice job of trying to control it. Kelly Westcott kicks the ball up the field. Beth Dumas racing with Emma Gibbs from Westport. Gibbs controlled it, but out to Steph Andrews. Andrews with a shot on goal. A nice play by Westport goalie Hannah Reynolds. Reynolds with a nice kick to midfield. Head ball by number 13, Lacey Hudkins. That must have rung her bells. So we have a Westport direct kick from midfield. Hullhauser will take that, number 5. Gets a nice kick up in the air. Ball tried to be controlled by Hudkins, but Christy Payne comes up the field and makes a nice play. Ball knocked back in by Brandy Gough of Westport. And we have a possible offside by Westport. Heather Van Duzen will kick off from Malone, gets the ball up the far side, and it will be out of bounds on the left-hand side of the field. We have a throw in for Westport on the far side of the field. The ball's head ball out of bounds off Malone's Tara Fleury. Westport with a throw in. Hullhauser head ball to the right side, and we got a handball on Westport on the far side of the field on number 10, Aaron Murray. 30-19 left in the first half. Malone leads 1-0. Here comes Goppert up the left side, stops with the ball, makes a move to the left. Now she goes to the left side, continue to run the Westport team around her. Nice play by Hullhauser to clear the ball away. Out of bounds on Westport on the far side of the field. Goppert will take a throw in from the far side. Throws it in. Here comes Lacey Hudkins of Westport up the field. Crosses it up to number 2, who is Ashley Sherman for Westport. Westport hasn't had a shot on goal yet. Malone's only had a couple themselves. Most of the action is in the Malone end, although Malone has only had 2 shots on goal. Jen Santamore with a throw in on the far side. Ball goes by Tara Fleury. And ball out of bounds on Malone. Westport throw in. Head ball by Goppert. Headed by Jen Rockhill. Rockhill, number 10, scrapping for the ball to Steph Andrews. Andrews across midfield with it. Clears the ball into the zone. Ball goes by Beth Dumas. We got a race to the ball. The goalie comes out for Westport, Reynolds, and makes a nice play. Reynolds with a kick that comes off her right foot to the left side here. Ball is headed by Kami Keating. Goppert now with a soccer ball, trying to get it across to Andrews. Andrews gets it up the field just a little too much, and the ball is going to go out of bounds. We have a corner kick. Cartier gets the ball in. A nice play by the Westport fullbacks to clear the ball out. They get it out to midfield. Heather Van Dusen with the ball will kick it right back in at the goalie of Westport. Shot right directly at her. A hard shot, which she made a good play on. Sometimes those shots are harder to handle. Ashley Crump with the ball getting across the midfield, but nobody's there to take it. Nice clear in by the Westport team. There's number 2, Ashley Sherman for Westport, battling Malone's Christy Payne and Jen Santamore. Payne gets the ball, tries to get it up to Santamore. Santamore misses it. Nice play by Becky Holhauser. She's going to have a shot on goal. Here it comes. Danielle Hawley. And that was a shot I just talked about. Something hard and direct right at you. And the Malone goalie mishandled it for a minute, but she ended up recovering. Some head balls being bounced around. Kami Keating and Malone trying to get the head, but number 6, Amy Marsh. Westport with the ball, showing their first flurry of action here around the Malone goal. A nice cross by Holhauser trying to get into Lacey Hudkins, and we have a push. It's a charge on the Malone, so Westport will have a direct kick here with 26:40 left in the first half. 1-0 Malone. Holhauser with a nice shot high, ball broken up by Christy Payne. 3 girls around the ball from Franklin Academy, and we have a Westport violation. Heather Van Dusen gets the ball up the field to Carrie Weber. Carrie Weber now playing center forward while Amber Goppert gets a break. Carrie Weber tried to cross there, tried to get the ball up. It was a little too hard of a kick. Westport goalie Hannah Reynolds. It's a nice kick almost to midfield. Ball batted around on the other side. Jen Santamore from Franklin Academy and Ashley Sherman from Westport. Christy Payne, number 6, trying to control the ball with her left foot and kicks it out of bounds. Other than an early quick goal by Franklin Academy's Goppert, there really hasn't been a lot of action around the nets here. Heather Van Dusen with the ball up the field trying to control it. Does. Beats Becky Holhauser. Now she gets bumped by number 4, Chris Conley of Westport. And it's a violation on Malone. Holhauser with a nice kick in the middle of the field. Malone goalie Danielle Hawley coming out. Got knocked off the ball by Westport. Westport's finally got a good chance here to score, but it's a nice clear by Christy Payne. Payne gets the ball up to midfield. Here comes Carrie Weber with the ball. Weber up the field with it, trying to control on the left side. Gets the ball up to Ashley Crump. Crump sprinting up the left side against number 22 from Westport, Megan Goggins. Both teams seem to be subbing quite a bit here, but it is warm out. Carrie Weber with the ball to Ashley Crump, who got it back to Weber. Now you got Goppert and Weber. Weber on the left side with the ball, coming across, looking to cross it back to the middle to Goppert. Goppert with it, looking around, trying to get it back to Ashley Crump, which she does. But the Westport defense does a nice job. We have number 23 for Westport, Amy Luciano clearing the ball out of bounds. 23:53 left in the first half. Malone with a 1-0 lead. We have Steph Andrews with a throw-in here on our side. She gets it in, tries to throw it over the top to Kelly Westcott. Now we got Goppert here with the ball. Goppert with another chance to score with a shot that's wide to the right. We have a goal kick by Westport. Megan Flaherty comes up from fullback to stop the ball. Now Kami Keating with it, crosses the ball, and ball is controlled by number 17, Brittany Hayner of Westport. She gives a nice kick inside. We got Lacey Hudgens chasing the soccer ball. Tara Fleury from Malone gets beat to it. Lacey Hudgens on the left side making a nice play, tries to cross it back, but the ball's broken up by Franklin Academy's Amanda Cartier. I believe Cartier was called for a handball, so therefore Hallhauser will have a direct kick, and it's a nice high arcing kick that Danielle Hawley makes a nice one-handed stop. Got her hand up and deflected the ball over the net. That was a nice play because the sun was right in Hawley's face, and to be able to see the ball, the shot was a very good shot. Hallhauser with a kick from the left side corner and the Westport end. There's a kick through the middle, and the ball is controlled body by Steph Andrews. Andrews up to Kim Sherwin. Sherwin to the right side to Kelly Westcott. Westcott kicks the ball a little too far in front of her, but here comes Amanda Cartier up to Westcott. Now you have Kim Sherwin come to the right side, and nice play by number 4, Chris Conley of Westport. Malone with a throw-in. Kelly Westcott in front of the booth. Tries to throw the ball into Steph Andrews. Was broken up by number 4, Conley. So Westcott one more time will try to make the throw-in. Throws it in to, tries to get it to Kim Sherwin, but the ball is broken up by number 18, Brandy Gough of Westport. Franklin Academy's Kim Sherwin kicks the ball out of bounds. We have a goal kick from Westport goalie Reynolds. Gets it up. Tara Fleury, the fullback, trying to control the ball, comes to the right side here. Brings it up to Kelly Westcott. Ball broken up by the Westport players. And Fleury tripped up here a little in front of us. The ball goes out of bounds off Westport, so we have a Franklin Academy throw-in, but another Franklin Academy throw-in by Westcott. Westcott throws it into Andrews. Andrews tries to headball it, but Sherwin has it, crosses it to the middle to Kami Keating, who has a shot on goal wide right. Back to action. Carrie Weber with a nice cross to Tara Fleury. Fleury with the ball being broken up by Westport's number 20, Emma Gibbs. Gibbs trying to clear the ball but couldn't. Weber gets it. Ball knocked out by Hallhauser from Westport. Carrie Weber on the left side going after the ball, being contested by Chris Conley, number 4. Malone with the ball in their end on the far side. Got Megan Flaherty trying to get it over to Amber Goppert, which she does. Goppert toward the goal, streaking in, got a shot left foot, and it's off the side of the net. Back to the action. Steph Andrews with a kick up in the air to Carrie Weber, tries to head it to Goppert. Goppert goes off her head, back to Andrews. Andrews coming toward the ball, kind of shied away for a second, but Megan Flaherty slips and falls. Now we got a foot race to the soccer ball. Christy Payne being challenged by number 29, Lysandra Wilkins of Westport. And we'll have a corner kick far side. Hallhauser will inbounds the ball from the far side. A nice kick high in the air. Kelly Westcott makes a nice play. Head ball hit away from the net. Kim Sherman with the ball, gets it up across the midfield, tries to get it to Kelly Westcott, but the ball is Ricocheted out of bounds. Have a Malone throw in by Amanda Cartier, but she threw the ball right to number 2, Ashley Sherman of Westport. Sherman read that one. Balls to Kelly Westcott. Westcott with a pretty good move here up the field. Gets it up to Jen Rockhill. Rockhill beaten to the ball by number 9, Marie Mitchell of Westport. Ball's in the Malone end. We got number 17, Brittany Hayner, who crossed it, and Ashley Cromp in front of the net cleared it. Ball's up to Amber Goppert. Goppert to Cartier. Cartier up the field with it. We've got a foot race, and now we've got Goppert with the ball again at midfield, making a move. Nice move from right to left. Gets the ball up the field. We got a break on by Steph Andrews. Steph Andrews after the ball. The ball is loose. Westport clears the ball, and we have a ref had to stop the game for a few minutes. Malone Steph Andrews was shook up with a collision with a Westport goalie, and she's taken out of the game. .16:55 left in the first half. Hullhauser clears the ball out from in front of the Westport area. Ball comes out across midfield. Megan Fleury with a kick up to the middle of the field. Goppert going after the ball with number 14, Katie Spalding of Westport. The ball's kicked around on the far side, and it's booted out of bounds by number 25, Lysandra Wilkins of Westport. Malone will have a throw in. Megan Flaherty on the far side throws it in, and ball is out of bounds on Westport. It'll be a Malone throw in. Goppert on the far side tries to throw it into the middle to Carrie Weber, which she does. Ball is up the field to, we have number 2, Ashley Sherman here with the ball. Is taken away by Amanda Cartier. Cartier up to Westcott. Westcott to Cartier. Back now. Ball controlled midfield by Ashley Cromp. Gets it up. Tries to get it up the field to Carrie Weber. Carrie missed it, but Goppert makes a play on it. Goppert tries to control the ball with her body. Ball comes back to Carrie Weber. Weber crosses it over to the right side to Kelly Westcott. Westcott comes up the right side with a soccer ball. Stops with it. Turns. Makes a nice cross into Amanda Cartier, number 5. Cartier with a shot toward the side of the net. Goalie Westport comes out, makes a save. We have Ashley Sherman here in front of us. Head ball the ball backwards to Christy Payne. Payne gets a little bit too much on it. Now the ball comes up the field to Ashley Sherman. Sherman comes up the left side. Nice play by Megan Flaherty. Flaherty gets the ball. Ashley Sherman sprinting to it. We have a goal kick by Danielle Hawley, Malone's goalie. She gets the ball up the midfield to Amber Goppert. Goppert goes left side to Kim Sherwin. Sherwin up the left side of the ball, trying to get by Westport's number 18, Brandy Gough. Ball's far side, controlled by Katie Spalding of Westport. Gets the ball up the field. Ball broken up by Christy Payne, and the ball goes out of bounds on the far side of the field. It'll be a Westport throw-in. Westport with a throw-in. Ball into Lacey Hudkins. Hudkins on the far right side, being played by Jen Santamore. Hudkins crosses it back, and ball was out of bounds. It'll be Westport's ball. Hudkins on the far side with a shot, broken up by Malone's Christy Payne. Far side corner kick from Westport's Holhauser. The ball's up in the air. Nice play. Danielle Hawley, the goalie, comes out and grabs the ball out of the air. Makes a good kick to midfield. Gopper's going to head ball, and now we're going to have a foot race to the soccer ball. Gopper streaking up the left side, but a nice play. Ball broken up by number 18, Brandy Gough of Westport. Have a throw in from Weber on the far side. Ball comes up to, it's out of bounds by number 21, Kim Sherwin. .12:06 left in the first half. 1-0 Malone. Ball was being kicked around on the far side. Goppert with the ball, trying to get it up to Kim Sherwin, number 21. Ball's broken up nicely by the Westport team. Sherwin, 21, with the ball, she's coming up the left side. Makes a stop, tries to cross it back to Steph Andrews. The ball is broken up by Westport. Ball controlled by Christy Payne, being battered around by number 13, Hudkins of Westport, with the ball across midfield. Makes a move on Steph Andrews. Tries to use her left foot to get it up the field. Loses it to Heather Van Duzen. Gopper streaks up the left side. Westport players making a good run, getting back on it. Gopper with the ball. Makes a move to the right, to the left. Comes back to the middle of the field. There's a kick off the goalie. And there's Franklin Academy's Kim Sherwin scores off a rebound miss. 2-0 Malone. Back to action after the Malone goal. Westport gets the kickoff. Hudkins goes left side to Katie Spaulding. Spaulding loses the ball. The ball comes up the field to Kim Sherwin, number 21. Sherwin, 21, up the field to Steph Andrews. Andrews to Carrie Weber. Weber makes a nice move on the left side. Tries to cross it to Andrews. Andrews loses the ball. Nice play by the Westport defense. Carrie Weber with the ball, crosses it to the middle to Steph Andrews. Andrews with a kick off her right foot to number 5, Cartier. Cartier gets the ball over this side to number 11, Brandon Perry. Perry in the game for the first time. Tries to clear the ball, but it's broken up by... Whoa! Ball will be thrown in by number 17, Brittany Hayner, right in front of us. Gets the ball into number 23, Amy Luciano, broken up by Kami Keating. Keating up to Cartier. Cartier across left side to Carrie Weber. Weber going up the left side, 10 minutes left in the half. Weber with the ball control across midfield, comes up the middle of the field, gets a nice cross up to Kim Sherwin. Sherwin comes up the left side, tries to stop the ball, gets it back to Carrie Weber, who has a nice kick here, and here we have Brandon Perry battling with number 17, Brittany Hayner, and the ball is out of bounds. Steph Andrews with a nice kick in front of the net, and it is cleared out of there by Chris Conley, number 4. Andrews with a shot that placed it right in front of the net, but nobody was there to pick it up. Ball's across far side. Jen Santamore. And the ball is out of bounds off Westport. We have Jen Santamore, number 20, throwing the ball in on the far side of the field. New substitutions for Franklin Academy. Jen Santamore with a throw-in up to Jen Rockhill, who tries to head the ball out of bounds off Westport. Malone throw-in. 8:17 left in the first half. Have Kelly Westcott on the far side ready to throw the ball in. Westcott with the ball up to Jen Rockhill. Rockhill streaks toward the goal, makes a nice move to the left. Steph Andrews coming in, making a nice move with a kick toward the goal. And Westport goalie makes a save and clears the ball out in front of her net. Ball goes far side, out of bounds off Westport. Kelly Westcott with a throw in from the far side. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Chris Conley, number 4. 7:21 left in the first half. Kelly Westcott controlling the soccer ball to Steph Andrews. Andrews battling with Becky Holhauser. Loses the ball. It comes up to Hudkins. Hudkins up the field with the ball. Clears it into the Malone end. Megan Flaherty trying to control it. Loses it to Hudkins. Hudkins with the ball on the right side being challenged by Jen Santamore. Santamore with the ball but ball cleared out by Megan Flaherty. 6:53 left in the first half. Malone with a 2-0 lead. On the far side from number 14, Katie Spalding, who gets it into Chris Conley, number 4, over to Holhauser. Holhauser tries to clear it in, and it goes off the right side of her foot. Ball is up to Kelly Westcott, who clears it up the left side to Jen Rockhill. Rockhill up the left side being played by Brandy Gough, and the ball went out of bounds off the Westport team. Kelly Westcott with a throw into Jen Santamore. Santamore with the ball on the far side, tries to clear it to the middle. Ball broken up by Westport. Westport clears the ball out. Now we have a foot race to the ball between Megan Flaherty and Lacey Hudkins of Westport. Ball on the far side. Flaherty goes down. Ball is out of bounds off Westport. We have a goal kick by Danielle Hawley. The ball's up to midfield. Goppert has it. Now it's a foot race, and they got a run to outrun Goppert. She's going to streak toward the goal. She's coming in on goal. There's a shot. Nice play by the goalie, Hannah Reynolds, on Goppert. Ball goes out of bounds off Westport on the far side. It'll be Franklin Academy throw in. We have number 13, Steph Andrews, on the far side, trying to chase down a loose ball. Have a far side throw in by Westport. Ball comes into number 2, Ashley Sherman, but the ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be white ball. We have 2 more white substitutions. 21, Kim Sherwin, and 17, Carrie Weber. Gofford and Andrews out of the game from Malone to get a rest. Ball's knocked in by number 5, Amanda Cartier, but Westport's fullbacks do a nice job of keeping the ball in. Ashley Crump tried to body the ball, but she got it right up the field to Megan Flaherty with a nice play in there. Tries to get the ball up the field to the right side and kicks the ball off number 6, Amy Marsh. Megan Flaherty with a throw-in, ball bodied by Becky Holhauser, and there's a push called on Holhauser against Christy Payne. Megan Flaherty will take the direct kick from here. Flaherty gets the ball up the right side to Tara Fleury. Ball goes off Fleury's chest, gets it up the left side to Ashley Crump. Crump trying to get to the ball but got knocked off it. Now we have a battle with Carrie Weber, who has the ball in the middle of the field. She gets the ball up, kicks it to the left side to Kelly Westcott. Westcott with a shot that goes high over the net. Holhauser misses the ball and is controlled by Sherwin. Sherwin up to Carrie Weber. Weber gets it to Megan Flaherty. Flaherty with the ball coming up to number 15, Ashley Crump, but the ball is kicked around by Megan Flaherty. We have a push here on Franklin Academy on number 2, Megan Flaherty. And we'll have a direct kick for Westport on this side of the field. Becky Holhauser with a nice kick up to Tara Fleury. Fleury gets the ball and tries to clear it up to Cartier, who can't get it. Carrie Weber plays the ball off her front, gets the ball up the field to the FA team. Carrie Weber with the ball at midfield, gets it up to Jen Rockhill. Rockhill with the ball. She's got a breakaway shot on goal. Comes up and makes a nice. There's number 5, Cartier. Missed the wide open net. The goalie came out, made a play on Rockhill. Didn't handle the ball cleanly. Cartier had a chance. Have a goal kick for Westport. Reynolds gets the ball out to midfield. Ball headed by Carrie Weber. Kim Sherman heads it, but we have a dangerous kick by Carrie Weber. Brought her foot up above the other girl's head. Ball comes over here to the left side to Amy Marsh. Marsh with the ball trying to come over this side. Ball broken up by number 15, Ashley Crump. Ball will be thrown in by Brittany Hayner. Hayner on this side tries to get the ball into the middle to number 23, Amy Luciano, and I believe she's going to be called for a handball. 34 seconds left in the first half. Malone with a 2-0 lead. Malone will have a direct kick from here. Megan Flaherty gets the ball up the field to the right side. It's going to go off. Tara Fleury will be Westport ball. Ball will be thrown in by Amy Marsh, number 6. Marsh gets the ball, tries to bring it up, but Tara Fleury head ball to Amanda Cartier with a head ball to Kim Sherman. Sherman with the ball playing, trying to get it up, but gets bounced around a little bit. We have a battle to the ball. We have Holhauser with a nice play, but here comes Carrie Weber, and that's the end of the first half with a score Malone 2, Westport nothing. I know all the Malone girls because that's my daughter's team, but this Westport team, I know some of them, but it's hard to remember everybody here.
I just recognize faces from basketball.
Yeah. All set?
Yep. There we go.
Back to second half action. Westport had the opening kick. Ball's controlled by Carrie Weber, number 17, of Malone. Gets the ball into Steph Andrews. Andrews tried to back pass it to Tara Fleury, and she missed it. We have Franklin Academy will have a direct kick from about 45 yards from the goal or more. Danielle Hawley, number 9, controls the ball, gets it in to the Westport end. Westport goalie Hannah Reynolds comes out, makes a kick to middle of the field. Ball being battled around with by number 5, Amanda Cartier. Cartier will have a direct kick. Gets the ball up the middle of the field. Carrie Weber with a breakaway. The ball's kicked a little bit too much by Carrie. The ball, goalie was able to make a play. Goppert with it, makes a left-footed kick that the goalie from Westport had to make a diving save on. And she will kick it out of her end. Kicks it up to the left side of the field. Ball is controlled by number 15, Ashley Crump of Malone, with a collision from 17, Brittany Hayner. Ball goes right side to Ashley Crump, number 15, who loses the ball out of bounds. Ball will be thrown in on the far side by Westport's Hayner, who gets it in. Ball is controlled by number 13, Andrews of Malone. Gets the ball up the field, goes far side to be thrown in by number 15, Ashley Crump. Crump gets the ball into number 9, Danielle Hawley. Hawley sprints to the right side. Ball kicked around slightly by Westport and is cleared by number 4, I believe that's Conley. Westport. So we have another Malone throw-in. Hawley on the far side throws it into 21, Kim Sherman. Drops it back to Goppert, who missed it, to Hawley. Hawley tries to clear it in. Stops it with her left foot, gets it over to Andrews. Andrews throws a looping kick into the middle, being battled around by the Westport team, and it's going to be out of bounds off Franklin Academy. Westport with the ball. We have a goal kick. Ball's kicked up and controlled by 21 Sherman. Sherman to Kerry Weber, number 17. Weber tries to make a shot on goal, and the Westport goalie came out to make a save on that and mishandled it, and therefore to be a Malone corner kick. She might have been better off to just let the ball go out of bounds. It wasn't going to go in the goal as far to the right. So Malone will have a corner kick by Goppert. Goppert looking into the, or Andrews that is, looking into the sun, gets a good looping kick up. Ball is brought out of there by Chris Conley, number 4. Ball far side being kicked around. We have Andrews on the far side with a soccer ball, getting a kick into the middle. The ball is scribbled around in there. Kim Sherwin trying to get it and can't. Danielle Hawley comes up, tries to make a stop, gets it, crosses it to Steph Andrews. Andrews with it to Goppert with a head ball, and it's just over the top of the net. Westport will bring the ball in. We have a kick from the Westport goalie up to Megan Flaherty, number 2 from Malone, controls it. Now we have the ball kicked to the middle of the field. It looked like Goppert was going to get it. Now we have Kim Sherwin, number 21, gets a nice kick, and it goes far right off the side of the net. It'll be a Westport goal kick. Reynolds, a Westport goalie, kicks the ball far up the left field. The ball goes up to Ashley Cromp, who lets it go by her, and Danielle Hawley, but Christy Payne's on the far side to control it. Ball goes out of bounds off Payne. Sun appears to be bothering the girls on the other end of the field. The sun's kind of gotten around to where they're looking directly into it. We have Megan Flaherty controlling the ball, number 2, trying to go to the right side to the fullback, or the wing, and she kicks it in. Westcott comes out and makes a save. Kicks the ball to the far right side, and it's out of bounds. Danielle Hawley stopping the ball with her body. Megan Flaherty head balls it right back to number 2, Ashley Sherman. Sherman crosses it right side to Hudkins. Hudkins' ball was taken away and kicked out of bounds by Megan Flaherty. 34-26 left in the second half. Malone with a 2-0 lead. Westport will have a goal kick taken by Ashley Sherman. Sherman with the ball to Hudkins, who tried to head ball into the net, and the ball is controlled by Holhauser, broken up by Danielle Hawley. Hawley with the ball, still coming up the field with it, gets it up the field to the middle to Amber Goppert. Goppert with the ball, still with the ball, gets it up the field to Kerry Weber. Weber with the ball, getting it up front, and now there's a foot race to the goal. Weber, number 17, and the ball is kicked ahead a little bit by the Westport defense. Nice play in there. And Holhauser, number 5, clears it to the far left side of the field, and the ball will be out of bounds. We'll have a Malone corner kick by number 4, Tara Fleury. Fleury throws the ball in to Steph Andrews. Andrews controls it with her body, has it in front of her, comes to the right side, and nice play by Katie Spaulding, broken up. Hudkins and Flaherty battling for it. Now we have Hudkins with a push from behind on Cartier. It'll be Malone direct kick by Andrews. Andrews with the ball, gets it up to number 6, Sherman. Sherman gets it out to Malone's number 6. Got Hudkins with the ball being chased by Flaherty and Andrews. Flaherty with the ball getting it to the far side, and we have a Malone throw in, and we have a bunch of Malone subs coming in. Wholesale substitutions for Malone. 32-46 left in the second half. We have 6 substitutions for Malone. Kerry Weber with a throw in. The ball was cleared by Katie Spaulding. Ball brought back, Christy Payne and Ashley Sherman with a foot race, and the ball is going to be out of bounds and thrown in by Christy Payne. Payne in a collision with Sherman and Huskies, and Malone's Brandy Perry kind of got her head squashed a little bit in between. Andrews will have a kick, goes into the middle of the field. Beth Dumas going after it, uses her body to control it, gets it up the field, nice left cross to Amber Goppert. Goppert with the ball, uses her right foot to get it to Heather Van Dusen. Van Dusen getting ready to kick it, and number 2, Ashley Sherman, got the ball and cleared it out to Jen Santamore, who gets it back into Carrie Weber. Holhauser with a nice clear to midfield. We have Heather Van Dusen after the ball, and she is called for a push on Ashley Sherman. Westport will have a direct kick by Holhauser, who kicks the ball off the side of her foot. It goes out of bounds to the right here in front of the booth. Have Perry with a throw-in, who tried to throw it into Steph Andrews, but Spalding broke it up. Clears the ball into her area. Christy Payne with the ball, being chased by Huskies 13 of Westport. Payne with the ball, gets it up to number 11, Brandon Perry. Ball goes to Spalding, who gets it up. Ball control now by Malone. Steph Andrews with the ball, coming up to midfield with the ball. Across midfield, but a nice play by Holhauser to break it up. We have number 13, Huskies, being challenged by Jen Santamore, and we have a trip called on number 20, Santamore Malone. We'll have a direct kick by Holhauser. This time she gets a kick to the right again. Didn't slice it quite as... Franklin Academy's Van Dusen with a goal kick. Kicks it to the left side, and the ball is kicked back in by Westport. Malone's Kami Keating clears the ball in the middle of the field. There's a long shot by Katie Spalding that's wide right of the Malone goal. Malone will have a goal kick. Ball's placed down by Malone's goalie Westcott. Van Dusen will make the kick. Ball comes out to the middle of the field, controlled by Goppert. Goppert with nice footwork, but ball broken up nicely by Holhauser of Westport. Kami Keating with the ball, gets it to midfield to Goppert. Goppert with a head ball, chasing it, and is she was kicked by number 6, Amy Marsh of Westport. So now we have a direct kick by Van Dusen, number 18. Gets the ball up the midfield. Now we're going to have a foot race to the soccer ball. We got Goppert with a long kick. A nice play by the goalie, and there goes Jen Rockhill off a rebound from the goalie. Nice play. 3-0 Malone. Goal was scored by Rockhill, assisted by Goppert. 3-0 Malone. 28:58 left in the game. Malone will have a throw in on the far side. Rockhill will in it to Kami Keating. Keating crosses it to Rockhill. Keating still with the ball, tries to get up midfield. Ball broken up by the Westport team. Westport, Conley trying to get the ball, but loses it. And Franklin Academy with a soccer ball, trying to get it up. Ball's controlled by Andrews. Andrews with it at midfield, and ball broken up by Holhauser of Westport. Ball's cleared in by 17, Hayner of Westport. There was a shot by Hayner off, and Jen Santamore from Malone. Ball comes back out to midfield. Ball being controlled around there by Holhauser. Kami Keating on the far side gets the ball, controls it to the right side to Jen Rockhill. Rockhill has the ball up to Goppert. Goppert with it. Still across midfield, clears the ball into Andrews. So Andrews with a trying to get to the ball. Ball broken up nicely by number 18, Brandy Gough. There's a shot by Andrews from the right side that's wide. But the goalie from Westport makes a nice kick out to midfield. Ball headed by Kami Keating of Malone to Goppert, who head balls to the right side. Still has control, kicks it into the right side. Ball going to the far right corner, being chased down by Beth Dumas and being challenged by number 22, Megan Goggins of Westport. Now far side corner kick by Andrews and Malone, who gets the ball up in the air. Nice play. Goppert tried to head it in. Sherman missed it trying to head it out to Tara Fleury, who battles around, and the ball is cleared out of there by Amy Marsh of Westport. Ball is now brought up the field, far side race to it. The ball is out of bounds. It'll be a Malone throw-in. Ashley Crump on the far side throws it into Steph Andrews, who controls it. Gets it back to Crump, who brings it up and gets hit on the far side. Ball out of bounds on Malone. Have a throw in by Westport on the far side. Kim Sherwin battling with the ball to Steph Andrews. Andrews with the ball, bringing it up to the middle of the field to Goppert. Goppert crosses it to the middle to Steph Andrews. Ball is toward the goal. The Westport goalie comes out and makes the save, and will clear it out to midfield. Ball will hit midfield, goes over Van Duzen's head to Megan Flaherty. Flaherty headballs it back to midfield, but Holhauser is there to control it. Goes far right side. Number 2 for Westport, Ashley Sherman, trying to chase it down, but the ball will go out of bounds on them.
Can you guys pick up that door?
Sure.
Yeah. There.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. I put that door there just in case I took a I took a step back there. I might do a quick detour down real quick.
As soon as we stop again, I'll take over and then Charles can go down.
No, man. Ball comes left side to Cartier, and it's out of bounds. It'll be a blue throw-in. Threw in by Malone. Ball comes out to midfield to Megan Flaherty, who headballs it. Ball goes to this side. Ashley Crump with the ball, controlling it and getting it, and now being Kami Keating coming up to help out on the far side after Crump control the ball with her body. We have number 9 Crump on the far right side, gets the ball up to Kim Sherwin. Sherwin with the ball gets it up to Ashley Crump, number 15, who tried to clear it to the middle. Ball was kicked around, and now we have Megan Flaherty on the far side with the ball, and it's out of bounds off, I believe, Malone. What's that? Okay. Danielle Hawley. Hawley brings it back to Crump. Crump with the ball and has it. Now bringing it up with her left foot, tries to get it to Andrews. Andrews tripped up at midfield to Cartier. Cartier has the ball at midfield, being ball taken away by Holhauser. Holhauser brings it, tries to come right. Jen Santamore breaks it up. Now we have a break to the goal. Westcott comes out and makes a save on Joanne Parkinson. Nice head ball middle field by Chris Conley. Another one by Steph Andrews. We have Amanda Cartier going after the ball. Clears it up the left side to Carrie Weber. And the ball it's broken up by number 18, Brandy Gough. Ball is now in the middle of the field. We have a push on number 6, Amy Marsh. Have a direct kick by Andrews, number 13. He gets the ball up in the air, and it's going toward the goal. Ball is Tara Fleury with it. We have a kick by Cartier. It goes wide left. .22:30 left in the game. Westport goalie Reynolds kicks it out to midfield. Ball's controlled by Kami Keating. Tried to get it across, but Kami Keating now controls it again, but now Westport has the ball and comes up the field with it from Huggins to number 2, Ashley Sherman. Ball's in the middle of the field. Andrews comes up with a loose ball. Andrews coming up the field with the ball, being chased by Conley. Jen Santamore. Ball goes up to the left side to her. She retrieves it and brings it down the field. Comes left side. Left foot crosses to Andrews to Cartier. Cartier bodies it up to Andrews. Holhauser misses it. Weber with the ball coming down the middle. Gets a kick inside. Westport goalie comes out, Reynolds, and makes the stop. And we'll put the ball in play up to midfield. Ball in midfield up off Megan Flaherty's head. Ball's going far left side to number 2 of Westport. Now Crump, number 15, with the ball will have a throw in far side. Ball's through in by 15 Crump to Andrews, over back to Megan Flaherty. Flaherty with the ball brings it up to Kami Keating, who kicks it back into the middle of the field to Holhauser. Holds out. Beth Dumas tries to get it in. Ball's chased down by Westport. Number 4, Chris Conley with a head ball, and number 6, Amy Marsh. Ball is Tara Fleury with it. Number 4, Fleury back passes to Jen Santamore, who kicks it with her left foot, goes out of bounds this side. Westport with a throw in, and the ball comes up to Malone's Kami Keating. Over to Steph Andrews, number 13, to Keating, back to Andrews. Andrews with the ball comes left side to Tara Fleury, who tries to cross it back to the middle to Andrews, who runs by it. Conley picks up the loose ball, clears it up the field, but it's going to be chased down by Franklin Academy's Megan Flaherty. 20 minutes and 25 seconds left, and the ball is kicked out of bounds by Westport. We have a Malone throw in, and we have some more subs for Franklin Academy. Throw in from Megan Flaherty to Amanda Cartier. Cartier takes it, kicks it back to Flaherty. Flaherty gets it up to Tara Fleury, who brings it over to Keating. Keating with it with a right cross to Fleury right here in front of us. Nice stop and bring back, and gets the ball to Conley, number 4, who kicks it up the field to Christy Payne. Payne with the ball, trying to control it to Keating. Keating over to Cartier. Cartier kicks it right side, nobody there. Ball rolling to the far right side of the field. Beth Dumas chasing after it, number 26. We'll have a Malone throw in. Brandon Perry with a throw in to Beth Dumas, number 26, back to Brandon Perry. Ashley Crump battling on the far side, but the ball's knocked out of bounds away from her. It'll be Westport out of bounds, Malone throw in. Crump tries to throw it in. Holhauser heads it for Westport to Cartier, who heads it to Kami Keating, who heads it back in. Got a game of head balls here. Ball's in the middle of the field. Ball's being controlled by Malone's Weber, who kicks it to the far right side. Beth Dumas, 26, going after a head ball in a foot race and a battle with number 22, Megan Goggins. Beth Dumas on the far side gets it across to Cartier, number 5, who gets a nice kick in. And a save by the Westport goalie, Reynolds. She clears the ball out in the middle of the field. Ball trying to be headed by Ashley Crump is missed. Crump with the ball, and it's out of bounds on Malone. Will have a Westport throw. Westport throwing on the far side. Ball is headed out of bounds by Westport. Have a throw in by Crump, the far side. Beth Dumas runs by the ball to Christy Payne. Payne clears it inside up the field to number 6. Kelly Westcott coming out to make a nice kicking save of a shot that was going toward the goal. Westport with a flurry here. Ball's being cleared out by the Malone fullbacks. Ball brought to this side. Katie Spaulding with a kick toward the Malone goal. Westcott comes out and make a save. Westcott will kick the ball. It trickles off her foot to Kami Keating, number 3. Keating with the ball brings it far up the field to Goppert, number 24. And we have a push on Westport. (16-17) left. Van Duzen with a kick to the middle, broken up by the Westport team. Dumas over on the right side trying to battle with it to Brandon Perry. Perry with it to a cross to number 5 to Cartier. To Van Duzen, who gets the ball in the field to Kami Keating, number 3, who kicks the ball, and it goes off Westport's number 2, Ashley Sherman to the far side. We have Christy Payne, number 6, playing well on the far side up to Brandon Perry. Perry to Flaherty. Flaherty head balls to Jen Rockhill, who now has the ball and kicks it up the right side to Beth Dumas. But Goppert's there to get it. Goppert goes far right side. Puts a move on Holhauser, goes by her. She's far on the right side by herself, trying to direct someone to get in front of the net. Makes a long shot in front, and then the goalie comes out, knocks the ball down, and then makes a nice play of kicking it away. Number 15, Ashley Crump, going after it with a ball. Now she gets to Goppert. Goppert on the far side again with it. Looks like she's going to try and score from there. Another nice move. But the ball goes out of bounds on the far side. Is going to be Malone soccer ball. Set. We have a throw on far side from Malone by Brandon Perry to Cartier. Cartier brings it back to Brandon Perry. Perry with the ball, being challenged by Holhauser. Cartier with the ball, cleared out of there by number 17, Brittany Hayner. Hayner up to Hawley, Danielle Hawley, who kicks the ball back in, and Hayner for Westport controls it. Hayner being challenged by Beth Dumas and Malone. Have 13:37 left in the game with Malone leading 3-0. Ball on the far side. Malone's Danielle Hawley and Westport's Ashley Sherman was battling for it. Ball's kicked to the far side, controlled by Malone's Christy Payne, battling Sherman for it, and the ball is kicked out of bounds by Malone. Number 17, Hayner, will take the throw in, gets it into Hudkins, 13. Hudkins crossed it over to number 4, who was Chris Conley, who had a nice shot on goal. Westcott made the save. Ball is cleared up the middle of the field. Goppert with a head ball, and now there's going to be a foot race to the ball, but number 14 from Westport, Katie Spalding, clears it out away from Goppert, which is a good play. So we'll have a Malone throw in on the far side. Brandon Perry throws it in and then steps back in and gets the ball back. We have Steph Andrews in the middle of the field, number 13, getting it to Goppert. Goppert to Andrews. Andrews streaking down the right side. Ball is tries to be broken up by number 18, Brandy Gough, but the ball is kicked out of bounds by Westport, and it'll be what in the world? Oh, airplane. Have a battle on the far side. There's Malone's Christy Payne coming up with a loose ball. A collision on the far side between her and 23, Amy Luciano of Westport. Ball's in front of the net. Number 4 is Flaherty. Van Duzen, number 18, with a kick that misses it. And the ball is tried to be controlled by Carrie Weber, but it went out of bounds. We'll have a Westport throw-in. Brandon Perry, number 11 of Malone, controls it to number 9, Danielle Hawley. Hawley to Kim Sherwin, number 21, crosses it over to Jen Santamore. Santamore gets it, brings it back to the midfield to Sherman. Sherwin brings it to Christy Payne. Payne, number 6, playing a good game back there at sweeper for Malone. And we have a push there by number 29, Lysandra Wilkins, who the ref never seen. And we have a throw in for Westport. Number 6, Amy Marsh, throws it in. Malone's Kim Sherwin controls it with her body and gets the ball into the far left side. And the ball will go out of bounds. It'll be a blue throw in. Katie Spalding, Westport throws it in. Ball is headed by number 4, Tara Fleury. Fleury to number 24, Goppert. Goppert to the middle of the field with a run on. But we have a lot of Westport players around her. We have number 4, Chris Conley, who makes a nice play to kick the ball out of bounds. Have a goal kick by Andrews on the far side in front of the Westport net. Andrews back after it. Holhauser clears it out for Westport and brings it up the field to number 2, Ashley Sherman. Sherman gets the ball up the field to number 13, Hudkins. Hudkins is racing with the ball, being challenged by Christy Payne, and gets a kick in, controlled by Kelly Westcott, the Malone goalie. Westcott with a kick comes left side to Tara Fleury. Fleury hit from behind, no call, to Jen Santamore to the left side. Santamore with the ball and loses it. She now has a throw in to Tara Fleury. Ball's controlled by number 14, Spalding of Westport, who clears the ball up the right side and is going to go out of bounds. .908 left in the game. Danielle Hawley clears the ball from Malone to Sherwin, 21. Sherwin up to Goppert. There's a collision at midfield, and we're going to call a push on Goppert. And we'll have a direct kick for the Westport Eagles. Ball will be kicked by number 19, or no, I'm sorry, that's number 18, Brandy Gough. Gets the ball up the field and being chased on the far side by Andrews, 13, and goes out of bounds. Now 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. Own goalie Westcott gets a goal kick, clears it out, and the ball is being picked up by Westcott on the far side. She will punt the ball out to midfield. Ball is going to be headed by number 4, Chris Conley of Westport, up to Ashley Crump, number 15, who heads it to battling number 17 on the far side, Brittany Hayner. Hayner being played on the far side by Crump and Cartier. And the ball will be tossed in by Westport. Westport with the ball. We have Hudkins battling Kami Keating and Malone. Hudkins with a nice head ball to Crump, 15, who clears it out to the right side, and the ball will go out of bounds on the far side. We have Ashley Sherman with a throw in, and it was a violation. Stepped in bounds. Malone with a throw in. Steph Andrews on the far side to Goppert, back to Andrews. Andrews with the ball trying to get it up the field and kicks it out of bounds on the far right side. .6:30 left in the game. Malone with a 3-0 lead. We have Goppert on the far side battling Chris Conley for the ball. Ball is kicked to the left side, controlled by number 2, Sherman, Ashley Sherman. We have a nice kick up the field by Sherman, number 2. Ball handled by Malone goalie Westcott. Westcott up the field to Jen Rockhill, who heads the ball to the middle of the field. No one's there to get it. Number 2, Sherman, up to Conley. Conley gets the ball and clears it away to the far left side to number 17, Brittany Hayner, being Kelly Westcott with a nice save from a kick from the far corner. Carrie Weber trying to chase down the ball. Ball's headed by number 18, Brandy Gough of Westport. Now Goppert has the ball in the middle of the field. Controls it. Jen Rockhill falls, but Goppert's still with the ball, playing with it, being guarded by Katie Spalding. Spalding. We have an offside on Malone. I'm sore from leaning on your box. Ball's controlled by Malone's Goppert. Goppert with it, looking left to Tara Fleury. She catches Fleury. Fleury with a nice touch pass back to Goppert. Goppert with another pass to Tara and Fleury, and she's offside. We have a direct kick from Westport's Gough to Carrie Weber. Weber up to Cartier. Cartier with a kick, and the Westport goalie Reynolds comes out and makes a save. Reynolds has been a busy girl tonight in goal. Ashley Crump with a head ball off a kick from Reynolds that was up there. Gets it, clears it into Goppert. Goppert to Andrews. Andrews back to Goppert, but she can't control it. The ball comes up to in the middle of the field. You got Andrews battling with the Westport's Chris Conley. Up to Lacey Hudkins. Ball, nice play by Kimi Keating to clear it out. Gets it up to Megan Flaherty. Flaherty with the ball. Loses it. We have Lacey Hudkins with a break, but she was held by Megan Flaherty, which really wasn't a bad play. Stopped her from getting a breakaway goal. We have a kick by Conley, which is a nice kick up in the air. We have Westcott coming out of the goal. We got Ashley Crump trying to control it, and she does. Gets it out to the left, to the far side of the field, and gets it out of bounds. Back to action, 3:24 left in the game. Malone with a 3-0 lead. Ball being kicked around in the Westport end. Hudkins with a head ball over to the far side to number 29. Wilkins, who loses the ball out of bounds. Have a goal kick by Malone's Megan Flaherty. Ball's up in the air, controlled by Tara Fleury, and we have a handball on Westport. Steph Andrews with a kick. Ball stopped by Holhauser. Kimi Keating with a cross, and we now have offside on Amber Goppert.
Allie, can I help you? No. Here. Not hard. No, here. No.
Ball's kicked by number 4, Chris Conley, up the field, headed by Kimi Keating. Keating with the ball to the far side to Cartier. We have Fleury battling with the ball to number 29, Wilkins. Wilkins up to Hudkins, number 13. Hudkins is going to get a shot on goal, but it's controlled by Westcott. Westcott will punt the ball and gets it out to midfield. Ball's headed by number 4, Conley, to number 5, Cartier of Malone. Ball will go out of bounds, far side, Westport throw in, 1:43 left in the game. Ball's into number 2, Sherman. Have a wholesale substitution for Malone. 6 players in, 6 out. Westport with a chance to score here, but a nice play by Malone's Flaherty to break it up. We have a corner kick by Westport's Holhauser, and the ball will go out of bounds. .45 seconds left in the game. Westport's Holhauser with a corner kick gets it into Conley, number 4, who kicks it toward the goal, but is far left. Ball is taken by number 2, Ashley Sherman of Westport, who brings it to the goal to Westcott, who makes a save. 17 seconds left in the game. Ball's up in the air. Conley with a head ball. It bounces to Danielle Hawley. Hawley up to Sherwin. Sherwin gets the ball and kicks it up the right side to Beth Dumas, number 26 from Malone. Dumas on the far side being challenged by number 23. That's the ball game. Malone wins it 3-0.
Hello, this is Mike Fay with Judy Castine, and we're at Northeastern Clinton Central School for the 1999 Pizza Hut Lady Cougar Tournament. This game between the Beatmantown Eagles and the Northeastern Clinton Cougars. This tournament, as you may remember from last year, does not count in league play, but it does count in overall standings. And the 4 teams in this tournament are the Malone Franklin Academy Huskies, the Westport Eagles, the Beatmantown Eagles, and of course the hosting team, the Lady Cougars. The first game held earlier between the Huskies and the Westport Eagles was a victory for Malone, 3-0. So Malone has secured a spot in tomorrow night's final for the championship game, where Westport will play tomorrow at the early game for the consolation. Of course, Westport will play the loser of this game, and Malone will play the winner of this game. For the Eagles, number 2, Sammy Blake. Number 3, Emily Ray. Number 4, Karen Castine. Number 6, Erica Covey. Number 7, Jocelyn Curry. Number 8, Branchi Abraham. And again, if I butcher anybody's name, I apologize in advance. Number 9, Jamie Lavarnway. Number 10, Rachel McDougall. Number 11, Jessica Kupal. Number 12, Erin McLean. Number 13, Kristen Dale. Number 14, Shauna Clancy. Number 15, Jamie Kupal. 16, Nicole Devens. Number 18, Jen Hayes. Number 19, Chesney Penfield. Number 21, Shannon Lapham. Number 23, Katie Relation. And in goal, Tiffany Williams. The Eagles are coached by John McCarty. For Northeastern, number 1, Megan Casey. Number 2, Tricia Gooley. Number 3, Elise LaFountain. Number 4, Ashley Walter. Number 5, Ashley Burtz. Number 6, Lauren Cavanaugh. Number 7, Brenda Bailey. Number 8, Haley Desereau. Number 9, Number 10, Margie Fay. Number 12, Christy Favreau. Number 13, Brandy Bowman. 14, Brandy Sample. 21, Rachel Dutil. 22, Gina Brassard. Number 23, Debbie Trombley. 24, Amanda Clark. 25, Anna Boardman. And in goal for the Lady Cougars, Chantel Cardan. Cougars are coached by Josie Gilroy, assisted by Rob Francis and Sarah Dupie. Referees for tonight's contest, Todd Lamberton and Barry Norton. This is a good tournament, and Walter steals in the center. Shot on net, and it's in. Just that quick. Just that quick. Ashley Walter on one of the first offensive thrusts for Northeastern puts the ball behind Williams and gives Northeastern a 1-0 lead. And the first goal for Northeastern's 1999, well, we won't call it the season. They've had a couple of scrimmage games so far, but the first goal in tonight's contest, scored by Ashley Walter, assist going to Haley Desereau.
Coming up.
And that was at the 2:29 mark. I was just quickly figuring the math here. At the 2:29 mark of the first half, Northeastern with an early lead, and the Lady Eagles have dug themselves a little bit of a hole. The Eagles started off with the ball, went down the field and had a shot that went wide, and Northeastern, just like that, brought the ball up. Walter in the center, danced in past Williams and put the ball in the back of the net to give Northeastern that 1-0 lead. And here come the Eagles. Curry on the outside, stopped by Clark. Clark clears into the center rather, and Castine dumps it back in again for Beatmantown. These games are a good time for the coaches to make final adjustments on their team, to fine-tune their offense and defense and get some good playing time for their team prior to the league starting, the CVAC season. Nice ball down the wing. This will be picked up by Blake. Blake facing the wrong direction. She wants to try and get it out of bounds. She tried to stop it and pull it back, but it was knocked out of bounds by Dutil. And it'll be a Beatmantown throw-in. Dumped by Haley. Desereau into the wing, broken up. Blake clears. It deflects off a Cougar player. That was Rachel Dutil. Finally out of bounds. It'll be Beatmantown throw-in.
All right, take it back here.
McDougall down the wing for Castine. Intercepted, out of bounds, and it'll be a Northeastern throw-in. LaFountain Headed back into the center where it's picked up by Kupau. Broken up, finally out of bounds, and it'll be Beatmantown throwing.
That's away.
Rugby scrum, finally taken out. Casey. That was from Desero. Now back in off a deflection, picked up by Kupau. Kupau crosses and it's cleared. I think that was by Burtz. Ashley Burtz playing in the, I think she's in the halfback position, and she got back on defense. Possibly she's the left fullback. I didn't see how they originally lined up. Headed out, picked up by Dutil. Dutil has it taken away. Casey gets it back and dumped in by Relation. Burtz comes out of that pile with the ball. Taken away this time by Curry. Curry to the outside. Now Walter with some speed. Works the ball up. If she can push it through, she's got Sample in the center. Walter decides to take it herself and finally gets the shot off, and it's stopped by Williams. A fine rush by Ashley Walter. And a nice stop by Williams. Clark broken up. Back to Trombley, and Trombley up onto the far side for Walter. Walter gets by one. Pushes into the center, but it's too far, and it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Eagles. Check that. That's going to be a corner kick. It must have deflected off an Eagle player. So the Lady Cougars will have their first corner kick of tonight's contest. There's 32-29 remaining in this first half, and it's a 1-0 lead by Northeastern. LaFountain into the center, headed by Trombley, and Williams is there. A nice play. Good idea by Northeastern. Get that ball to Trombley, who taller than most. And she headed the ball in. It just had a little bit of an arc to it and enabled Williams to get to the ball. Again, fine-tuning their play. That play next time, if Trombley gets there, if she can head it down, knowing that if the ball gets tied up in Tiffany Williams' feet, it could be a very, very difficult play if she can head the ball down on a situation like that. But as I've said many, many times in the past, easier said than done. And it's an easy game from up here. Sample to the outside, broken up by Relation. Walter gets it back again. Walter beaten to the ball by a speedy Sammy Blake. And it goes out of bounds, and Northeastern will throw it in. Northeastern substitutions, Margie Fay into the game, also Tricia Gooley and Brenda Bailey. Long throw and just chipped right out again. Clark with a nice move to heel it back to herself and picked up by Burtz. Burtz pushed through by LaFountain to the outside, intended for Gooley, broken up. Now in the center, Walter gets there, breaks it up, and finally cleared by Castine. Fired high and out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Eagles. Headed by Burtz. Into the center, LaFountain gets there. LaFountain takes a shot from way outside, and it's wide, and it'll be a goal kick for the Eagles. LaFountain in the center, bounces over her shoulder and finally cleared into the middle. Fay gets there, punches up, but it's right to, I think that's Relation, and she clears out. Now Burtz to the outside.